Hey everyone, we're at the first Long Island Vegan Pop-Up of 2025. I'm excited to be here talking to all the vendors. And we got MA from Rastarant here. And I want to ask you some questions about yourself and the business.
Absolutely, let's do it.
My first is, what was your why for going vegan?
Well, my why was very easy. I kind of grew up with a vegan concept. I've never liked the taste of chicken, so since a baby, I never consumed chicken. And when I was 11 years old, I was at a family reunion and I had a very bad pork sausage sandwich and I got really sick. So from the age of 11, I didn't eat pork or chicken. I was very particular when it came to steak, so I was more of a seafood guy. But once I got rid of that, it was easy. But the why was, what the hell? And also just
Me too. The documentary.
Yeah. And also just doing research. And I was an athlete, and I was a monster on the outside, but all of my metabolics were terrible. But I said, one day I'm going to be an old man, and I'm not going to be physically as strong on the outside. So I need to reverse my thinking and be physically strong on the inside. And I did research, and veganism does that. So my metabolics are better than they were 20 years ago.
Yeah. Did your family did they support you in being eating that way?
They all say if my wife was their chef, they would be vegan. They love her food. They prefer her food. So they supported me. And I have a strong personality, so it didn't matter if they supported me or not. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Very great. That's awesome.
So I have that type of energy.
Nice. And then if you could give advice to people who are interested in going vegan, what would you say to them?
So my advice would be threefold. Number one, find your why. Don't take anyone else's advice. Make sure you're doing it for you. Number two, find a plan that works for you, because what is cut out for me, what is cut out for you, may not work for someone else. So you actually have to individualize your plan. It's just like being a non-vegan. Like certain things work for you, certain things don't. And number three, just understand your life is going to change. Your energy is going to be better. Your metabolics are going to be better. You're going to just glow a little bit more and perk up a little bit better. So if you don't like being positive and having higher vibes, don't go vegan. Stay where you are. But if you like being vibrational and being more energetic, veganism is the way.
Love that. Yeah. I also want to know more about the business, about Rastarant. I love the name too, by the way.
Yes.
Very clever.
So the name.
What was the why?
So the name actually came from my sister. My sister used to spend a lot of time in Jamaica by herself. Hanging out with Rastas. My wife is from Jamaica. She got her culinary degree in Jamaica, and she got her agriculture degree where we met at the University of Connecticut in Stores. And so she's always been a chef. Like my family loves her food. And we were talking about starting a business, and we were thinking about names and veganism. And my sister was like, I have a name for you. I'm not going to use it. We were like, what is it? She was like, Rastarant. It was like, you know what? That kind of fits us because we cook Aitu food. We believe in vibrational and higher energy, like Rastafarianism. Like we ascribe to some of their practices. So it just made a lot of sense. And me with my marketing and finance background, I'm big on words and wordplay. So it's really restaurant, but we call it Rastarant.
Yeah, I love
because of the food we cook. It's I and I, it's vibrational.
Yeah, it rolls right off the tongue too.
Yes.
It's great. Awesome.
That's how we came up with the name. And so the business is 5 years old. My wife did not want to go back to work after having our son. And I was like, I got it. Do what you're going to do. And then in 2022, she flew me to Atlanta first class for New Year's. I walked into the Airbnb and she looked me in the face and she was like, I need you to quit your job to help me scale the business. I'm gifted with being a chef, but I need your mind with numbers and marketing. Somehow she got me to quit because I like my stability. And going into unknown and entrepreneurship was scary for me. It's easier for me to jump out of a plane than it was to jump into the unknown of entrepreneurship. But what I can say is it's the best thing I've ever done. It's freedom. It's vibrational.
As good as jumping out of a plane? Or
it was that scary. We hit some bumps along the way, but jumping out of a plane is not scary for me. So that's why this was scarier. But here we are. We're successful. We're doing what needs to be done.
It paid off. It's doing awesome. Do you have a favorite item that you sell? Maybe not even here today, but what's the favorite thing that you make?
My favorite thing is called the Allen Rice Bowl, but because before we started the business, is what my wife would make for me for breakfast. It's even on a menu, and I said, this is too good for me to keep to myself.
I'm pretty sure I had that the last time I was here.
We have to share with the world. But our most popular items happen to be our combinations of the jerk mac and cheese and orange ginger chicken, or the buffalo soldier, which is the rasa pasta with buffalo chicken strips and orange ginger chicken, or the don't be a jerk pani Allen bowl.
So many delicious choices,
Yes.
like endless,
So many choices.
endless.
Yes.
I know everyone looks at your menu, I feel like, and gets overwhelmed by all the choices.
They are. So that's why I created things like you can pick 2, you can pick 3, or you can do a give me everything, which is literally
give me everything.
The regular items on the menu. We make like a hodgepodge of like a sampler plate, and you get to taste most of the items that we do.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way to go if it's probably your first time coming to the Rastarant.
Absolutely.
And then, since starting Rastarant, what is the best thing that has happened to you guys?
Well, there's been a plethora of things that have happened to us. We've been on NPR. We've been on several news stations. We were featured guests at something that's called Hartford Taste. It's a big food festival.
Yeah.
And we were the main vendor besides another vendor. But also, I guess the biggest thing is just the freedom that has come with entrepreneurship. We get up every morning and we work 10 times harder than working for someone else.
Right.
But it's yours, so you get up and you do it. So that's the best part.
Pride,
feeling like you've gotten
gratitude.
off the hamster wheel, like the freedom.
Off the hamster wheel. I like that analogy. That's awesome. I feel like 5 years in, 5, 10, 20 more after that.
We're going.
That's awesome.
Soon you'll have to do this interview with someone else.
Oh, excuse me.
We won't be.
You're gonna be on to bigger and better things, scaling up.
It's the winter, so I work more events. But during the summer, you'll see more staff. We're busy.
Yeah, cool. So. Well, I am excited to see what happens with Rastarant in the future. And fun fact. Do you have any cool fun facts you want to share that's like not necessarily related to the business that maybe someone in the community might connect with you in a different way?
A fun fact? Okay.
Yeah. You or the business or wifey.
I'll do one for me, and maybe there's someone out there like me.
Okay.
And like it's a little dark, but it's actually has a high vibrational outcome.
Okay.
So I was born naturally a lefty.
Okay.
But I went to a Christian preschool that was very strict. And
I've heard that happen. Yeah.
I would use my left hand, and they would say that lefties were the work of the creation of the devil.
Yeah.
And they would literally punish me by not giving me my cookies or my juice, and whooping my left hand with a ruler and forcing me to use my right hand.
So
I'm actually ambidextrous.
Okay.
I use both hands equally well. Like one day you'll see me eating with my left hand.
Yeah.
You'll see me eating with my right hand. But the thing is, because of the trauma, I tend to write on paper with my right hand. On a chalkboard, I use my left hand.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I have heard stories like that though.
So that's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
If there's anyone else out there that was forced to use their right
traumatized
hand,
as a child.
My sociology.
Come and connect with fellow traumatized.
Yeah, my sociology teacher in college said I could have been a sociopath. I could have wet the bed as an adult and still stuttered because of the trauma of forcing me to use my my right hand. But here I am. Still in the flesh.
Lefties unite.
Yeah, absolutely.
True lefties unite.
True lefties. So that's a fun fact. So if you're out there, come find me. Let's have a conversation.
Nice. I appreciate you taking the time, letting me know about yourself and the business. I can't wait to see what happens with Rastarant in the future.
Absolutely.
Yay.